Hello everyone, good morning to all. This is Dr. Gunamurthy, Associate Professor, Department of Chemistry, Faculty of Arts and Science, Bharat Institute of Higher Education and Research. Today we are talking about General Chemistry 1, Unit 1, the basic concept of periodic properties. What is atomic mass? Atomic mass, the number of protons and neutrons in the atom, the number of particles in the nucleus. Mass equal to weight. So atomic mass is weight of atom. The unit is AMU, atomic mass units. What is the element? The number 2 is atomic number. The helium is name. 4 is atomic mass. He is a sample of elements. Summary: the atomic mass is the number of protons and neutrons in atom. Atomic mass minus atomic number equal of neutrons. The trend for atomic number, the increases from left to right in the periodic table and increases from top to bottom in the periodic table. An exception to the rule, cobalt and nickel. The periodic table is organized by atomic number, so cobalt must come before nickel. What is mean equivalent mass and number of electrons? Equivalent mass is equal to molecular or atomic mass divided by number of electrons involved in the reaction per molecule, atom or ion. For example, in the reaction 2H2O plus 2 electrons gives H2 and 2OH minus. The 2 electrons are needed to produce 1 mole of, which means 1 molecule of hydrogen gas. So 2 farad of electricity is needed to produce 1 mole of hydrogen gas. Hence, equal mass of hydrogen mole mass by 2. So 2.016 divided 2 is equal to 1.008. For the reaction of Cu2 plus 2 electrons gives Cu. For mole of copper atom, 2 farad are needed, so the equivalent mass of copper is half of its atomic mass. Equivalent mass of copper is equal to atomic mass of copper by 2 is equal to 63.5 divided 2 is equal to 31.75. That is the equivalent mass of copper. The equivalent mass of any species is not simply property of the species, but depends upon the reaction in which it participates. For example, one chemical species can have more than one value of its equivalent mass depending upon the reaction of it participates. The equivalent mass of a substance is quantity of material deposited or dissolved in 1 farad, it means Fahrenheit of electricity. Molecular weight or formula weight. The molecular weight of carbon equals the sum of atomic masses of the atomic atoms in formula. The formula is molecular formula The molecular weight is also called molecular weight. The molecular weight is sum of atomic weights of atoms in the molecule. The another name for formula weight, but it is usually only called MW or molecules. For the molecule of ethane C2H6, the molecular weight would be 2 carbon atom. Each carbon atom atomic mass is 12.0107 AMU. Hydrogen is a 6 hydrogen atom. Yet hydrogen atom having mass is 1.00794. The sum of atomic weight is 30.0690 MMU. That is a molecular weight of ethane. What is Avogadro number or Avogadro constant? Avogadro number is number of constituent particles, usually atoms, molecules represent 1 mole of substance which is equal to 6.02 into 10 power 23. Example, 1 mole of hydrogen atom equal to 6.02 into 10 power 23 atoms. 1 of water molecules 6.02 into 10 power 23 molecules. 1 mole of sodium chloride is equal to 6.02 into 10 power 23 formula units. Mole concept is the unit of measure for matter. The number of particles in 1 mole is equal to Avogadro number is equal to 6.02 into 10 power 23. How to measure the atoms, molecules of such a smaller magnitude? Just as we donate 1 dozen for 12 items, it can be anything. For example, 12 eggs is 1 dozen, 12 banana is 1 dozen, 12 bangles and 1 dozen. Similarly, mole is used to count the entity on the macroscopic level. Example, atoms, molecules, ions, particles, etc. Define moles. 1 mole is amount of substance that contains many entities or particles there present in 12 gram of carbon 12 atoms, which is exactly equal to 6.02 into 10 power 23 particles. Hence, 6.02 into 10 power 23 is Avogadro number or Avogadro constant. What is a stoichiometry? Using balanced chemical equation to determine how much reactant or product is consumed or produced in the chemical reactions. For example, 2H2, which means gas plus oxygen gas gives 2H2O liquid. Here, how many moles of H2O are produced from the reaction of 2 moles of hydrogen? And how many moles of oxygen are required to produce 4 moles of H2O? The chemical reaction 2H2 gas plus O2 gas gives H2O liquid. The 4 moles molecules plus 2 moles molecules gives 4 moles molecules. The coefficient in chemical equation represents the mole ratio. Periodic properties. Periodic law, the element arranged by atomic number gives physical and the chemical properties varying periodically. We will study following periodic trends: atomic radii, metallic and non-metallic characters, ionization energy, the electron affinity, electronegativity, melting point, etc. Atomic radius is the distance from nucleus of atoms to the outermost electron. That is the atomic radius. Uh, Basically, that is measured in picometers. Atomic radius is distance from nucleus of atom to the outermost electron. The atomic radius defined as the distance between neighboring atoms. Covalent radius is half of distance between the two bonded atoms. Van der Waals radius is half of distance between neighboring atoms in the gas. Atomic radii actually decreases the row in the periodic table due to the increases the effective nuclear charge within each group. It means vertical column. The atomic radius tends to increase with the periodic number. So this periodic table. Ionic radius. The ionic radius is only element. Is the element share of the distance between neighboring ions in the ionic solid. Generally, the cation is smaller than the parent atoms. The anions are larger than their parent atoms. The size of atoms and their ions in picometers. That is the ionic radius of atoms. Covalent radii of elements. The size of atom is measured by its covalent radius, the distance between nucleus and its outer electrons. The size of atom is measured by covalent radius, the distance between a nucleus and its outer electrons is a covalent radius. Metallic and non-metallic characters. And metallic characteristics decreases from left to right across the period. This is caused by the decreases in the radius of the atom that allow the outer electron to the ionize more readily. The metallic characteristics increase down a group. The electron shielding causes the atomic radius to increase the outer electrons ionize more readily than electron in the small atoms. The metallic character related to the ability to loss of electrons, and the non-metallic character related to the ability to gain of electrons. See the slide, how it is arranged the metallic and non-metallic character of elements in the periodic table. Ionization energy. Ionization energy is energy required to remove 1 mole of electrons from 1 mole of atoms in the gaseous state. Ionization energy is energy required to remove 1 mole of electrons from 1 mole of atoms in the gaseous state. The first ionization energy of magnesium is equal Mg plus 1 electron. The energy is 744 kilojoule minus 1. Ionization energy required to the removal of electron from the neutral atom in the gaseous phase. Conceptually, the ionization energy is opposite of electronegativity. The lower energy of more readily to the atoms becomes a cation. Therefore, higher this energy, it's more unlikely it is atoms becomes a cation. Generally, elements at the right side of the periodic table have higher ionization energy because their valence shell is rarely filled. The elements on the left side of the periodic table have lower ionization energy because their willingness to loss of electrons to become a cations. The ionization energy, the elements in the period generally increase from left to right due to the valence shell stability. The ionization energy of the elements within the group generally decreases from the top to bottom. This is due to electron shielding. The noble gases possess very high energy, high ionization energies because the fill valence shells indicate the graph. Note the helium has the highest ionization energy of the all the element. So this graph, helium have highest ionization energy. See the slide. The ionization energy is increases right to left and bottom to top. Electron affinity. Electron affinity is able to atom to accept the electrons. Electron affinity is ability of atom to accept the electron. That is a electronegative electroaffinity. Electroaffinity is a quantitative measurement of energy charge that occurs when the electrons is added to the neutral gas atom. The more negativity, negative the electrons, negative value is higher on atom's affinity for electrons. Electronegativity. The electronegativity can be understood as a chemical property describing an atom ability to attract and bind with the electrons. That is a electronegativity. Electronegativity can be understood as a chemical property describing an atom ability to attract and bind with the electrons. Electronegativity is qualitative property. There is no standardized method for calculating electronegativity. Electronegativity values for each element can be found in a certain periodic table. So this slide, notice arranging these alternativity atoms in the periodic table. The alternativity of element helps us understand the difference between ionic and covalent bonding. Alternativity is measure of ability of atom in the bond to attract electrons. Elements with high alternativity have strong pull of electrons. For example, fluorine. The elements with low electronegativity have weak pull of electrons. For example, carbon. Melting point. The melting point is amount of energy required to break a bond to change the solid phases of the substance to liquid. That is a melting point. Melting point is amount of energy required to break the bonds to change solid phase to liquid phase. The strong bond between atom of elements is more energy required to break that bond, as the temperature is directly proportional to energy. The high bond dissociation energy correlates to high temperatures. The melting point are varied and do not generally form out distinguishable. A trend across the periodic table, however, certain conclusion can be drawn from a graph. The metals generally possess a high melting point. Metals generally possess a high melting point. Most non-metallic metals possess low melting point. Non-metal possess low melting point. The non-metal carbon possess highest boiling point of all the elements. The semi-metal boron also possess a high melting point. Wave and particle duality. Introduction. The wave particle duality postulates that all particles exhibit both particle and wave properties. The light here thought either to consist of waves or of particles. So this slide the light has consists of two properties. It means waves or particles. Through the work of Max Planck, Albert Einstein, Niels Bohr, and many others, current scientific theory holds that all particles have a wave nature. This phenomena has been verified not only for elementary particles but also for compound the particles like atoms and even molecules. So what is the wave particle duality? The wave particles duality is the principle of quantum physics, hold that matter and light execute the behavior of both waves and particles depends upon the circumstance of the experiment. It is a complex topic, but among the most enduring in physics is a photoelectric effect. It is just you have to see this slide. It have both properties, wave and particle nature. Wave particle duality in light. The light is able to function as both particle and wave depending upon how the experiment is conducted and when observed or made, and certain conditions such as when we shine it through the narrow slits and look at the result, it behaves as a only wave can. Under other conditions such as when we shine it and metal or examine the spray of electrons that comes off, light behaves as a only particles can. This multiple personality of light is referred to as wave particle duality. Light behaves as a wave and as a particles. Depending upon what we do the end, what we try to observe. So, light have wave and particle nature. Just like light, the matter also capable of exhibiting the properties of both wavelength and particles. Massive object exhibit very small wavelengths. So small, in fact, that is rather pointless to think of them in a waveform. However, in a small object, their wavelength is observable and in some cases is significant. The uncertainty principle, I would like to start essay by first explaining the concept of uncertainty principle. In February 1927, aspiring German physicist named Heisenberg was desperately trying to get job as a professor, wrote an interesting letter to his senior W. Pauli. In this letter, Heisenberg came up with the experiment that illustrated that he would never actually know the momentum of particles and its position with absolute precision. That is written the concept of German physicist Heisenberg. One of the fundamental consequences of quantum mechanics is that it is impossible to simultaneously determine the position and the moment of a particle with complete precision. This is a uncertain principle. What is this? One of the fundamental consequences of quantum mechanics is impossible. That is impossible to simultaneously determine the position and moment of particles with complete precision. That is a uncertain principle. Can be illustrated by a couple of thought experiment. For example, photon picture, single slit diffraction, and the Heisenberg microscope. Yeah, we can explain that uncertain principle. Uncertain principle is it is impossible to simultaneously determine the position and moment of a particle with a complete precision. That is a uncertain principle. Uncertainty principle. Heisenberg uncertainty principles delta x, delta p greater than equal to h by 4 pi is equal to h by 2. Delta x means uncertainty in position. Delta p is uncertainty in momentum. There more accurately can the position, say the smaller delta x is, less accurately you can momentum is as a large delta p is, vice versa. That is a Heisenberg uncertainty principle. The mathematical expression is delta x delta b greater than equal to h by 4 pi is equal to h by 2. Single slit diffraction. First one is see these pictures. First one is wrong. It's incorrect. Second one is correct. We have dark bands here. Appear the bright and dark bands. diffraction particles, the diffraction patterns with scattering light is dark bands. The geometric picture peaks down when slight wave becomes comparable with wavelength.